Today, my office is releasing video from the investigation into the death of Mr. Robert Brooks. Mr. Brooks had been incarcerated at Mohawk Correctional Facility and was transferred to Marcy Correctional Facility on December 9th. During the incident, he was handcuffed with his hands behind his back. He was pronounced dead at Wynn Hospital in Utica on December 10th. I do not take lightly the release of this video, especially in the middle of the holiday season.
What up, what up, what up? It's your boy FB, man. Coming at you with another episode, man, of Vertical Talk, man. First, let me give the Most High his salutes, man. And a crisp shout out, man, to all my viewers, man. Everybody tuning in, man, and everybody that I left behind in those walls, men and women alike. Hey, yo, man, I'm coming to you, man, today, man, with, man, a very, very, very unfortunate situation, man, that is also common, you know what I'm saying, in these modern day slave plantations that our brothers, sisters, fathers, and uncles, man, mothers and aunts are languishing in, man. You know, first and foremost, man, let me send my condolences, man, my deep condolences, man, to the family and loved ones of Robert Brooks, man. You know what I mean? Maybe some of y'all have heard, man, there's a black man who was murdered by the hands of 14, you know what I mean, correctional officers or correctional employees. You know what I mean? 13 officers and 1 nurse. You know what I mean? And this happened a while, man. This happened like at the beginning of December, man, on 12/9, I believe, 12/9/24, man. The individual Robert Brooks was handcuffed and shackled like a number of individuals, man, that I've known over my tenure of years inside of, you know, the prison facility, and was horrifically brutalized to the point that it ultimately caused his death. After watching the footage a number of times, there's nothing that I can see that either antagonized or provoked these officers to do such a shameless and horrific deed to this individual. But again, like I say, man, this is what happens, man, inside of these walls that our loved ones are languishing in, our friends and our family members. And it's very unfortunate that people that are held to the standard of being correctional officers and sworn to uphold a duty of protecting and serving the American people by making sure that they are as safe as they could possibly be inside of those walls. You know what I'm saying? Tend to be the brutalizer oftentimes inside of those walls for the smallest of things. As we can see on this video, this man did nothing. This man did absolutely nothing. And he was brutalized to a point that is so graphic. You know, I know there's a lot of people that probably can't even watch it. You know what I mean? Even at one point, you got a correction officer giving a stiff kick to his sternum and holding it there. You know, while he's just like a ragamuffin. You know what I mean? They just, you know, picking him up off of the table, the stretcher table, and you can see he's totally, you know, totally out of it. Yet, not one of the individuals, not one of the Caucasian officers that are standing there did anything to stop the brutality from their fellow officers. I don't understand. I mean, and this should be not only repulsive to the individual, to the people that are watching it, but even more so to the African American people who are being dealt with these hands of violence, of brutality, in places that we were sentenced to be until our sentence was up, and then to return home to our families, hopefully rehabilitated, hopefully with a mental reconditioning that would serve us to be better versions of ourselves. But as I said, those walls are so unpredictable. So again, to the young brothers and sisters who are throwing rocks at these places, this is one of the instances that I was speaking about previously on other platforms, whereas I hope you ponder just a little bit more about the things that you are doing, because as I've said previously, though me and others may have made it out, who's to say that that might be your case? I got some reserved thoughts. I want to give props, if these props are due, to the Attorney General LaTisha James for releasing this video so that the family and the loved ones could see what transpired and give them whatever they need in order to go forward and get everything that they can get out of the justice system and penalizing these 14 individuals, as well as, and nothing will ever amount to the life of their loved one that they lost, but some kind of compensation if it has to go through that court system from a monetary aspect. I believe a lot of us, most of us, have seen situations like this drawn out crazy, months, weeks, if not years before a video or any kind of real explanation is given to the public, much to the loved ones and family members and the public. But here's where my reserve is. Just yesterday, or just this morning, a number of high-ranking officials was ousted under the new commissioner. And it makes me think, not to say that this is true, not to say that it's actual fact. I'm just thinking. Is it plausible? Yes, in my eyes. But again, in whose eyes is it plausible? Outside of my eyes. So, is this some kind of ploy in order for Miss LaTisha James to escape scrutiny? Was this a chess move on the heels of what the new commissioner has done in order to eradicate or to start this new regime and build this new foundation of zero tolerance for the corruption or to look the other way or any of the BS that has been happening over and over again by people in positions of authority and power? So with this happening this morning, Miss LaTisha James comes out and makes a hasty decision and says, no, let me release this tape because we've done had it since the 9th or the 10th of December. And before I start getting scrutinized or looked at as a problem as opposed to a solution, let me go ahead and release this so it makes me look good or makes me look as if I'm being transparent, makes me look as if I'm not one of them and I am following the lead, or I am in the lead and have given the orders to the new commissioner that this is the avenue that we are now traveling, being positions of authority, of high authority for the state of New York. Man, wow. I want to believe that. I want to believe that. And I hope that that is what's coming. I hope, because I know there's no one, I mean, there's many others without a question. But I'm one of the one that know from experience that in order to get some true progressive change, constructive change, or let me go again, alterations first. So ultimately change will come. You can't start at the bottom. You have to start at the top. The top are responsible for those under them. So if you got a bullshit boss, you got a bullshit person in a position of authority or power, then everything under them to some degree or extent is going to be bullshit too. So I want to believe that what I'm seeing or what I'm hearing between the Attorney General and the new Commissioner of New York State is a cohesive effort to cracking down or placing the blame on some of these individuals who are not only getting paid, but have taken sworn oaths to respect and honor their duties as positions or in their positions of authority. That's what I would like to believe. So, with that being said, if that's what Miss Attorney General LaTisha James is doing, I salute you. If that's the directive that the new commissioner has received and is following suit in doing just that, I salute you. And now I would further salute you if you would take the initiative to arrest and charge all 14 individuals who were in some way advertently or inadvertently responsible, complicit in the death of Robert Brooks. Yeah. Whole facts.